Yeah, man. Use one plate to put all seasonings. First, dice onion. I like to cut the onion in half. It's easier to handle. Peel onion. Remove the brown skin only. The first layer of the onion is the best. Throw it away if it is spoiling. Use a sharp knife. Cut onion in quarters and then separate the leaves. Keep ingredients separate. Next, peel garlic clove. Trim spoilage. And then grind it to puree or mash it to pulp. Wash the pepper clean before you use it. Cut half Scotch bonnet pepper. We use pepper for flavoring only. You could use half teaspoon shredded red pepper instead. Pepper is optional. Put 2 large pimento berries on the plate. Dried pimento berries. Dice or chop scallion. Remove dying leaves, cut off the tip and the root end. Ensure to wash scallion clean. Sprinkle some distilled white vinegar on it and then rinse it clean. Oh yes, this is organic homemade chicken seasoning. Measure and put 1 tablespoon chicken seasonings. Use 1 teaspoon all-purpose seasoning instead. Seasonings. Put this aside for later. Get a big enough bowl ready. Put pak choi into the bowl. Have a trash bag close by. Put 2 teaspoons salt on the plate. Now, go through, look for spoilage, remove rotten leaf such as this. Prepare pak choi. Pak choi weighs half pound. Half between 1 pound pak choi. Once you did that, use a sharp knife or a cooking scissors. Chop off pak choi's root. Look between the leaves for dirt. Look between the leaves if you see any insect. If you see any, remove. Trim spoilage. Next, add enough water on the pak choi in the bowl or container. Now, sprinkle several drops of distilled white vinegar in the water. You could use a teaspoon between 1 tablespoon of salt instead. Do like me. Lift the pak choi out of the water and then dip it in the water again. Do this several times. Use your fingers. Rub between the leaves clean. Rub the leaves clean. After that, throw off dirty water and then pour fresh water on it. Now use your hand and fingers. Rinse pak choi good. And then throw off this water. It's best if you do this part on the fresh running water. Allow the water to drain off the pak choi or squeeze water off with your hands. Next, put a bunch of the pak choi you can hold in one hand. Use a knife or a cooking scissors. Chop pak choi fine or shred it fine. Put it on a chopping board or use a cooking scissors like me. Do this until you're finished. This is how fine you want it to be. Shredded pak choi. Put it aside for later. Next, prepare carrot. If the carrot is clean, sprinkle some distilled white vinegar on it. Wash it well and then rinse it. If the carrot is just dirty and just looks like it needs scraping, scrape the surface of the carrot lightly or slightly. Wash it well and then rinse it. Next, chop carrot sticks. To do this, put carrot on a surface. Cut carrot in half and then chop that piece in half. Put the flat part of the chopped carrot on the surface of the plate. Hold the carrot firm. Use a sharp knife. Cut small carrot sticks. If you're unsure, do like me. Do this until you're finished. Put the chopped onions with the carrot. Carrot sticks. Put this aside for later. Cover it and put it aside for later. Next, ensure the chicken is defrosted. Put chicken into a container. Prepare chicken for cooking. Use a knife. Clean chicken well. Clean between the chicken. Remove anything that is not chicken. Trim the fat. You could keep the skin or rip it off. Go through, look on the chicken good. Ensure to remove anything that is not chicken. Clean the chicken well. This is a chicken's breast. The chicken's thigh and the chicken's leg is usually the first preference to use in these type of Asian cuisine. Next, add enough water. Sprinkle several drops of distilled white vinegar on the chicken in the bowl. Use your hand with your fingers. Wash chicken clean. After that, throw dirty water off and then add fresh water. Rinse it well. It's best if you do this part on the fresh running water. Next, ensure to drain off water. If you're in a hurry, use your two hands. Squeeze chicken to remove excess water. I am using half-pound chicken in this recipe. Next, chop chicken chunks. Chop 1-inch chicken chunks. Chop it this size. This is how small I want you to chop the chicken. Put chicken on a chopping board. Chop chicken chunks. Chop 1 inch between 2 inches chicken chunks. You could do this meal boneless or you could do it bone-in chicken. After that, add half the amount of salt on the chicken. Add half of our organic homemade chicken seasoning, proportion that we have on the plate, on the chicken. Now use your fingers. Massage the seasoning in the chicken. If you're in a hurry, you could start cooking now. However, if you could, allow chicken to marinate at least 1 hour. Cover it well to overnight. Hello, my name is Miguel and today I'm gonna make for you pak choi and chicken or chicken chop suey. Chopped 1 stalk scallion fine. Cut small onion in quarters and separate the leaves. Mash or grind 2 garlic cloves to puree or grind it to pulp. Cut half scotch bonnet pepper, optional. Use half teaspoon shredded red pepper instead. 2 large pimento seeds or 1/4 teaspoon. 1 between 2 teaspoons salt. Teaspoon between a tablespoon homemade chicken seasoning. Use all-purpose seasoning instead. Chopped small carrot sticks. Clean and prepared chicken chunks. Half teaspoon vinegar. Use any flavored vinegar. 2 tablespoons between 1/4 cup cooking oil. Chop half between 1 pound pak choi. Visit Jamaican cookings.com for the recipe. Start to cooking. Put a medium-sized saucepan or stewing pot to heat. Put the stove's gauge on 4 medium-low. Ensure the inside of the pot is dried. If you're in a hurry, use a clean paper towel. Dry out the inside of the pot. After that, add 2 tablespoons between 1/4 cup cooking oil. Allow the oil to get hot for 30 seconds between a minute. The stove's gauge is on 4, medium-low, allow. After 40 seconds between a minute and the cooking oil is hot somewhat, add chicken chunks. Once the chicken chunks hit the pot's bottom, it's gonna stick. You're not gonna be able to move it. Therefore, do not try to move it. After 5 minutes, just look at it. Just ensure that each little chicken chunk has its own little spot on the pot's bottom. Look, this is how golden you want it to be, so that it can get a chance to fry and cook properly. Allow the edges to get brown. Now is a good time to flip chicken chunks. Use a cooking spoon. Flip chicken chunks. Go through patiently and flip each piece chicken chunks on the other side. Allow frying. The stove gauge is still on 4. Allow. After 5 between 6 minutes more, a total of 10 between 11 minutes. If the chicken chunk is sticking on the pot's bottom, Use the cooking spoon. Go beneath it. Remove chicken chunks forcefully. Flip chicken chunks. Flip the frying chicken chunks. Look at which piece needs to be fried golden some more. Move the cooked pieces to the cooler part in the pot. And then put the piece that needs frying some more over the heat. Could remove half of the cooking oil. After 1 minute more, 12 minutes in all, add onion. Use a cooking spoon. Stir it. Allow it to saute 10 between 20 seconds. After that, add chopped scallion. Stir it. Allow it to saute 10 seconds. Next, add mashed garlic. Stir it. Allow it to saute. Add the pepper, and then add the pimento berries near to the end. Immediately after that, add chopped pak choi. Measure and add 1 teaspoon distilled white vinegar. You could use any flavored vinegar, and it's optional. Add the remaining salt and homemade chicken seasoning. Do not stir. Use the pan's lid. Cover the pan properly. Turn the stove's gauge on 2, which is still under the category of medium-low. After a minute, you could add the carrot now. Now is a better time to start stirring. Use the cooking spoon. Flip the bottom to the top. Rotate the bottom to the top. Stir it. Watch the pepper. Keep it on top. Use the pan's lid. Cover it. The stove's gauge is still on 2. Allow simmering. Keep the lid covered within the time. The pak choi and the carrot with the other vegetables will build a steam to make the natural gravy in this meal. Notice, carrot do not need to be cooked. You could add it halfway or you could add it at the end. After 2 minutes more, a total of 3 minutes since we start stewing it, remove pepper. Now use the cooking spoon. Stir it. Flip the bottom to the top. Pak choi will cook in 3 minutes. To ensure that it's cooked properly, take a piece of the clear part of the pak choi. Chew it. If it's hard to bite, it's not ready. But if you bit it easily, it's ready. Turn stove off. It's finished. Use the pan's lid. Cover it until serving. Before serving, stir the pot. Moist up the meal. I am taking a scoop of this delicious pak choi and chicken or chicken chop suey to put on a plate with boiled green bananas. This is pak choi and chicken, aka chicken chop suey, aka homemade chicken chop suey. Visit JamaicanCookings.com for the recipe. You should like, subscribe, leave a comment. You should try cooking this meal yourself and then give us your feedback. This is pak choi and chicken, or aka chicken chop suey. I'm eating this pak choi and chicken with green bananas. This chicken and pak choi is delicious. The pak choi is cooked just right. You don't want to overcook it. Carrot is crunchy. It tastes good with this meal. The chicken is golden just right. Some people like to see the chicken fried, golden, crispy, just like this. The flavor is clean and rich with natural flavor, natural nutrients. I am enjoying this meal. This pak choi and chicken tastes delicious. It eats good. You can eat pak choi and chicken with rice. Eat it with boiled, starchy, hard, cooked food. We call the cooked food in Jamaica food. Cooked banana, yam, pumpkin, sweet potato, and stuff like that, we called it food. Chicken and pak choi is one of my favorite meals to cook. Enjoy. Remember, visit Jamaican cookings.com for the recipe. Until next time, walk good.
Yeah, man.